Welcome to the International Humanitarian Army, I.H.A. Our mission is to defend and restore human dignity, freedom, and justice around the world by opposing oppression, exploitation, and enslavement through lawful, nonviolent, humanitarian action and community empowerment. Who we are? We are everyone, the whole international community. We are one humanity standing together for peace and freedom through the International Humanitarian Army, I.H.A., a global, anonymous initiative born inside the spirit of freedom, united by a single conviction that every person has the right to live free from oppression and exploitation. We organize, assist, educate, and protect. Our strength is collective, a worldwide network of volunteers who share skills, resources, and courage to stand for the freedom of humanity through peaceful, legal action. What we do: I.H.A. members work to deliver humanitarian aid and first response support to protesting communities in crisis, build local resilience through training, education, and nonviolent civic engagement, defend digital rights, privacy, and access to accurate information lawfully and ethically, offer logistical and administrative support and coordination to grassroots campaigns, bring generations together to mobilize and inform for constructive social change. Our 10 units, where you belong. We invite everyone to contribute where their skills and passions matter most. These are our units and the kinds of activities each focuses on. 1. Admin and Logistics Unit. Coordinate resources, manage communications, organize relief efforts, arrange safe distribution of aid, and ensure volunteers are supported and accountable. Behind every mission, there's an organized team. Help us coordinate resources, manage logistics, and ensure every operation runs smoothly. Your skills in planning and organization make a world of difference. 2. Intel and Cyber Unit. Defend privacy and digital safety, produce and share reliable information, counter misinformation through education and fact-checking, and teach secure, legal online practices. Defend freedom online. Help protect privacy, counter misinformation, and share reliable info. In a world where data is power, we're here to keep it honest, ethical, safe, and just. 3. First Aid and Medical Response Unit. Provide emergency first aid, community health education, mental health support, and non-clinical crisis care. Train local volunteers in basic life-saving skills. In times of crisis, your skills can save lives. Join us to provide emergency medical support and mental health care to communities in need. Let's heal together. 4. Recruitment and Training Unit. Recruit ethically, onboard volunteers, provide nonviolent resistance and escalation training, and create mentorship programs that emphasize safety, legality, and accountability. The heart of our movement, growing our ranks with committed volunteers. Help us onboard, train, and equip people for action. Every new member strengthens the cause. 5. Gen Alpha Unit. Focus on safe learning environments for the youngest generation, educational content, parental resources, and child-centered digital safety. The future starts now. Help create safe, inclusive learning spaces and resources for today's youngest generation. Together, we can protect their rights and grow their potential. 6. Gen Z Unit. Youth engagement through creative advocacy, digital literacy campaigns, and civic education focused on lawful activism. Digital natives, social change makers. Join us to engage your generation in activism, fight for freedom, and stand up for human rights online and offline. The world is watching. Let's make it count. 7. Millennial Unit. Drive community projects, social enterprise initiatives, and coordinate volunteer teams for disaster response and local mutual aid. We grew up with the world in motion. Help us channel your expertise in tech, social impact, and community building into positive action. Let's create a world where everyone can thrive. 8. Gen X Army Unit. Use deep, on-the-ground experience to mentor, organize neighborhood resilience, and bridge institutional knowledge with modern tools. With experience comes wisdom. Mentor, organize, and drive local change. You know how to get things done, and now it's time to put that expertise into action for humanity. 9. Boomer Gen Unit. Provide wisdom, institutional know-how, and networks to support advocacy, fundraising for humanitarian projects, and community leadership. A generation of resilience, strength, and leadership. Your guidance and wisdom are invaluable in creating a future that's just and fair for all. Lead the way in mentoring and community building. 10. Silent Gen Unit. Preserve oral histories, offer guidance, and help foster intergenerational stability and continuity of values and practical skills. The trailblazers who've seen it all. Share your wisdom, preserve history, and help us foster deep intergenerational connections. Your role is vital in the journey for a peaceful, just world. This is our invitation to you to join the International Humanitarian Army and to participate in the global uprising #GUP. #GUP is a global resistance of people choosing solidarity over silence. We invite you to join the International Humanitarian Army, not to fight with arms or illegal tactics, but to stand for humanity with service, skills, and solidarity. Find your place, contribute. Whether you're a medic, coder who supports privacy education, an organizer, a cook, an administrator, a teacher, or a teenager with ideas, there's a unit where your talents strengthen us all. How to enlist peacefully and lawfully. Choose a unit where you want to help. Offer the skills you can share. Commit to nonviolent, humanitarian principles, and respect for life. Communicate and share knowledge and information. Meet up and communicate together with us all in our secure internet relay chat channels at our anonymous operations control room. Come to www.anonops.com and follow the safety instructions to enter our ops room. Once in, please join any of our #IHA channels. There's a unit for you where your fellow freedom fighters are waiting to meet you. Share this invitation with your community to build aid networks, mutual aid groups, and legal advocacy teams. Report to your unit's activities, actions, and campaigns, and participate. In closing, if you believe freedom is a right, not a privilege, join us. The world changes when people come together to help one another, across borders, generations, and differences. Stand with the I.H.A. Serve, protect, teach, heal, and defend human dignity, peacefully, proudly, and lawfully. #UsAll, #GUP. I wear this mask not to hide, but to reveal, to remove the noise, status, identity, bias. So all that's left is the message. Because when there's no face to attack, you're forced to confront the thought. Anonymous isn't a group. It isn't just the hackers. It isn't a political tribe. It's an idea, a refusal to blindly obey, to pretend not to see. You are anonymous when you stop outsourcing your thinking, when you question power, regardless of which side is holding it, when you understand that certainty is easy for the uninformed, but wisdom begins with doubt. The truly intelligent don't claim all the answers. They stay open. They evolve. The indoctrinated, they double down, even when the facts change. That's not strength. That's ego. As we pass 250,000 strong, this is what I ask. Stay skeptical. Stay awake. Stay human. Be kind. Be respectful. And if new facts contradict your beliefs, change your beliefs. That's not weakness. That's wisdom. So, who is the real anonymous? The one who keeps asking questions. My friends, we are all anonymous. Anonymous is a decentralized, leaderless movement. You cannot join Anonymous, but you can become anonymous. And for your safety, you should. Becoming anonymous is the equivalent of gearing up in preparation of what is to come, especially as you choose to stand for humanity and speak truth to power. To learn about Anonymous, please use our white handbook called Anonymous, an unstoppable idea, which is freely available in Z Library at https://z-library.sk. download the latest edition, which is 6. Also download our anonymous book Survival Guide for Citizens in a Revolution. Then to connect with the rest of us, other Anons on Facebook, you need to get around Facebook's censorship and shadow banning. So download our anonymous Facebook directory called AnonDIR. The URL links in it will take you directly to the anonymous group you want to connect with. However, please don't discuss any sensitive information with anyone on Facebook or any of the system's social media platforms. Always be aware that the NSA are recording all your conversations. Also join us on Discord. Here's our URL link, https://discord.gg/r4k6u4jy. To talk to each other anonymously, we use good old-fashioned Internet Relay Chat, or IRC, for private, confidential, and anonymous conversations with Anons. Please come to our Operation Control Room, AnonOps. Come to www.anonops.com, then follow the safety protocols. Then download HexChat and connect to AnonOps using HexChat. Instructions and details are both on the AnonOps website and in our white handbook. For extra security, use a virtual private network, a VPN. You can get a free VPN service at proton.me. Proton specializes in internet privacy, and here is where you can also get other useful free tools such as free and anonymized email addresses, which would be great for false nick identities and anonymous campaigns, etc. With each email address, you can also get free and anonymous Bitcoin wallets, which allows you to transfer money invisibly. Proton also has a completely private AI called Lumo, which keeps all your conversations completely private and secure, unlike all the other AI engines which share your data and use it for training models. If you want to know more about internet security and the intrusiveness of surveillance capitalism, watch their videos on their YouTube channel, https://youtube.com/protonprivacy. Remember, be anonymous. Never disclose any personal information, nor leave an electronic footprint behind. Cover your tracks. Use burner phones and fake identities. And if you can afford, also use a computer that is completely separated from your real-life identity. Make sure that it has no personal information stored anywhere on it. In our world economy of surveillance, capitalism, you are the product. Know your worth. To be extra safe, also remember to remove all personal metadata from the photos and documents that you post online. To do this, use a tool called Metadata Cleaner. You can find it at https://online-metadata.com. Because of censorship, we are moving our video channels and conversations in public to platforms that support free speech. To find out more about Anonymous, there are still some anonymous channels up on YouTube. However, that content is heavily censored. Most Anons are on BitChute, but BitChute just capitulated to the system and switched off all of the United Kingdom. So now we are migrating to freespeechtube.net. For video information about us, please go to freespeechtube.net at http://.net. To do this, you might want to use a non-Google browser, because the only way they can censor you here is to stop you getting into the site, which they do try and do. Please view the following channels and their subject themes. For information about the current global uprising protests, please go to our channel AnonOp, #G-up. Use the link Global Uprising at fs2.net. Show us all your story. Share what's happening in your world with us. If you've got G-up footage from anywhere in the world and you want to make it publicly available to show #UsAll, what is going on in your area, please email us your videos URL links to International Humanitarian Army at proton.me so that we can post your info into one of our channels to share with the rest of #UsAll. For information about the International Humanitarian Army, I.H.A. activities, please view our Free Speech Tube channel, International Humanitarian Army, by using the URL link IHA at fs2.net. For information about World Peace ANF Future Prosperity Initiatives, please go to our AnonOps Free Speech Tube channel using the URL link for World Peace at fs2.net. Together we are one. Unity is our power. Hear and echo our cry. Libertas Populi. Imagine what 8 billion humans could accomplish if we all work together to defeat the monsters that are trying to destroy us.